Are you a Dave? Would you like to stop being one? Well, too fucking bad. We're bridges, not miracle workers. But you can at least stop being called a Dave by contributing to this channel via our Patreon. That's right, for only $1 a month, if you want to be a bitch about it, you can stop being called a Dave and get early looks and sneak peeks at upcoming projects. Well, some of you. The Dollar Store patrons only get early access.
Who the fuck ordered a commercial for our Patreon?
Ha ha!
No, seriously, why are we advertising during a one-shot?
Or you can be super badasses like these guys. They help us keep the lights on, hire new editors, and let us do more projects like this one.
Who the fuck are you? And why are you here?
But that's not all. You also get full access to our Discord channel instead of the meager Dave level. And if you want to be a super mega ultra hyper dab on the haters not Dave...
You can't throw random adjectives like that together and call it a sentence!
Ha ha! You wrote it.
And then I deleted it because it hurt my brain to type that crap. Seriously, how did you find it?
They get to know how it all ends and how it's connected. Don't believe me? Ask Angel. He knows the end to LHA and it will blow your mind. A lot like Snoo Snoo.
We did tell Angel, and that was the reaction.
So if you don't want to be a Dave and actually want that good shit, become a patron, and not a cheap $1 whore patron. Become a champagne patron.
We love all of our patrons just for helping out. The amount isn't what matters. Don't listen to his lies!
The link is in the description below, along with the link to our Discord. Did I mention we have a Discord? 'Cause we have a Discord. It's made of real velour.
Okay, this needs to end right now.
And who's gonna stop it, Dave? You?
You know I meant you, right?
And now back to our program. Don't forget to become a patron today. Are you a Dave?
Hi, everybody. How are you all today? Holy crap, there's a lot of news. I'm not joking. Let's see. As far as like the quick news stuff that I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces of quickie news that aren't even linked in the description. And freaking 11 pieces of actual news. Wow, right? No, 12. Apologies. Let's see, we gotta fix this. Let's type Spider-Man. Spooderman. Spooderman. Dude, there's a lot of stuff in here that's going down. You hear him coughing in the background? Toby's coughing. No idea why. He's just coughing. Spider slime. Spider slime. Oh, nice, Erilyn. You get to listen to us on the way home. Right now, it's just me. Calvin should be jumping in here shortly. Fella's at work. No idea what's going on with Eva. That's kind of why we removed Eva. Okay. Updates. Okay. Christmas special. Writing it now. I think I've written like a fifth of it. Like, I just sat down last night and was like, okay, this is really gonna hurt. I'm abridging a slime I love. A slime? You fuckers. I read a word. I'm abridging a show that I really, really, really love. Like an anime that I really, really love. And I'm basically destroying a great anime. And I hate myself for it. So you better fucking enjoy the Christmas special. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, okay. Next up. On important news. Okay, so actual important news, everybody. I want you to hear it at the beginning. I will probably forget to say it at the end, but I should say it at the end. Anime and Stuff is going through a change. As of the beginning of next year, Anime and Stuff will no longer be on PhatDogStudios. It's going to be on its own channel. So we will let you know when that channel is up and send you over there. Please go like and subscribe. We're not looking for like giant amounts of people. Like, it's just, we realize that it's probably best if PhatDogStudios is more about PhatDog content and less about all the side stuff, whether it's gaming content or news content. Like, even though we appreciate the fan base jumping in and checking us out when we do this, it does help if we keep it with the original content and the parody content that's on there. Yeah, that's basically how we're going. Hey, human being. So yes, Anime and Stuff is getting its own channel very, very soon. Really excited for that. Looking forward to it. Again, it won't be happening until next year, but there will be a small conflict of interest because we're still probably going to do... I don't know how we're going to handle Anime and Stuff itself as far as like what day will be. I mean, we may keep it on Mondays, but if we do, we're competing with Czech on PhatDog, so I don't know. I mean, no matter what we do, we're going to be competing with something on PhatDog, so it's just like, fuck it. We'll pick our own day. Like, there's no way we can not step on someone's toes at this point, you know? All right. So that's the big important news right there off the bat, is that Anime and Stuff is going to be moving to its own channel and become its own thing. So, yeah, there we go. Okay. Time to get to the news. We got to dive straight into it because holy crap. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. There we go. There's a Calvin. Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I think it was a Discord being a bitch on my end thing.
Okay, it's actually good that Discord discorded, because when I jumped in, if Discord hadn't done the thing, you would have heard a reverb of yourself and everything that I had been playing.
Oh boy, that would have not been fun.
So it worked out in our favor. It worked out in everyone's favor.
Hello, Revan.
Hi everyone.
But yes, last time I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to hear this. And I'm sorry for the people that are listening later that are not catching the show live. But yes, Anime and Stuff is getting its own channel next year. Beginning of next year, we will be moving to our own channel for Anime and Stuff, and we'll figure out how we want to do it. I talked to Tony about it. He's down, and that was the first step. So the next step is just sitting down, figuring out some shit. We're going to work with some of our fans who work with us already and figure out how we want to go about doing it, because there's lots of news. There's lots and lots and lots of news. And no offense, I don't want to sit around doing a 2-hour show every week and be short on news. I'd rather do it, like, if we could break it down into 2 or 3 days a week of just like 45 minutes, that'd be great. You know? I could do that a lot easier, and I think it'd be easier on everybody else if we could do that. But we'll see how it goes, guys. We will see how it goes. All right.
We'll work it out. We'll work it out somehow.
Now we've got to get into the craziness because, like I said, we have 8 news shorts that we got to get to. So let's go ahead and get to that. All right. Singer Konomi Suzuki goes on a hiatus for vocal cord surgery. Now, she has performed theme songs for anime like No Game, No Life, Watamote, Chaos Child, ReZero, Yuno, and Fairy Tale, among others. She also has roles in Lost Song and Dusk Maiden of Amnesia. Now, she is getting surgery due to vocal cord nodules, and she said that she first came down with vocal cord nodules about 4 years ago, but she finally decided to go ahead and go through with the surgery. So this isn't something like all of a sudden she needs surgery. But it is kind of one of those things that, you know, she took her time to try and determine whether she wanted to do that. And the reason she decided on it is because she wants to keep singing for a long time. She wants to have a long career. So we wish her well in her surgery. Hope everything goes swimmingly and that she bounces back from this and is able to continue on with her career as she plans. Not really a lot of like important stuff going on here in these news. It's just basically, hey, this is the thing. Here's how I feel about it. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it. That's kind of how the quickies are going to go today. And Calvin, feel free to drop your opinion.
No, like, take care of yourself. Like, if you don't take care of nodules, like, it's better to take care of them and be down for a little bit and over not having a voice at all, which is something that nodules could do to your voice. So,
Maybe it's the U.S. healthcare system speaking in me, but it's basically take care of yourself, because if you don't, who else will?
same. That's yeah.
If you don't, who will? You know? And again, I think that might be just the U.S. healthcare system speaking. You know, $1 million, you can get a couple of bandages or like one ambulance ride in the U.S. All right. All right, so I actually did a bit of homework and I read the first chapter because the first chapter is out. The next chapter will be out on the 18th, I think they said it was. Yeah. Reborn creator Akira Amano's new detective mystery manga is confirmed. So there was some stuff going on the Shonen Jump website where it just disappeared and was removed. They were trying to figure it out. Turns out it was a problem with their website. The story is still moving on the original date, as was confirmed, and it dropped yesterday. Shueisha's Shonen Jump Plus, which I checked out. I did not know it was a thing. By the way, they have a Discord. I jumped onto their Manga Plus Discord. It says Shueisha's Shonen Jump Plus, but it's called Manga Plus. Website launched a new manga, Komono Hashi Ran no Kidan, or Ran Komono Hada. Ran's Forbidden Deduction is essentially what it's called. And it's by the same person that did Kaitekyo Hitman Reborn. I checked it out. It's kind of interesting. It didn't grab me right off the start, but, you know, it does have kind of an interesting feel to it. I will say it does feel a little bit like some shit that I've seen. When I started reading it, I was like, what about this seems familiar to me? And then it just clicked into me. It kind of felt a little bit like Jessica Jones, only without like a lot of the drinking and a guy instead of a girl. And he doesn't have fucking physical superpowers. But he's brilliant. He's like Sherlock Holmes with severe depression. But I mean, so if I would highly encourage you to check it out. And if you have checked it out, what were your thoughts? That's all I really want to know is what were your thoughts. Don't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but just make sure to just go check it out. Also, guys, if you would leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated. Whether you're listening to us live or listening to us later, a like is always appreciated. So, Calvin, if you could like the video if you haven't already. We gotta mess with that YouTube algorithm, man. Oh, geez.
All right, I did it.
All right, thank you. All right. We have to move on to some sad news now. Kimagure Orange Road's creator Izumi Matsumoto passed away today. The mangaka was 61 years old. Wave Studio announced on manga creator Izumi Matsumoto's blog on the Comic On website on Tuesday that Matsumoto passed away on October 6th. He was 61. So he had been suffering from general malaise due to cerebrospinal fluid, hypovolemia, or depleted cerebrospinal fluid. Matsumoto desired to return to work and continue to fight the illness while being anxious about heart surgery he had several years ago. According to his doctor, he passed away in his sleep without suffering. So, I love that I really, really love the picture that they have right here. It's just dude smiling, really happy with his cat. That's like, come on, man. That's just.
Like if you're known for nothing else,
he is known he is known for being happy and having a cat.
He's known for loving his cat, and that's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
But
So
that sounds kind of scary.
Kimigaku,
I'm glad he didn't.
also
I'm
down
glad
below.
he didn't suffer.
Oh, sorry. Down below is a image of the manga who started. This has been going on since 1984. Ran in Jump magazine from 84 to 87. The 18-volume story followed a boy with supernatural powers as he dealt with a love triangle between two girls in his high school. Digital Manga Inc. successfully ran a Kickstarter campaign in 2016 to retranslate and publish the manga in English. So once again, guys, kind of sad news. Just let us know your thoughts. Okay, on to, well, I mean, depending on how you feel, could be good news, could be sad news. The official Twitter account of Fate Stay Night franchise announced on October 5th that the third film in the Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel film trilogy, titled Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel 3, real fucking original, will premiere in the United States in theaters in November 18th. Or on November 18th, rather. And to this, I'd simply say, are you fucking kidding me? Do you not know what's happening in this country? Why would you put it in theaters? Are you effing stupid? You weren't going to make a lot of fucking money to begin with. And you think in the middle of COVID, nerds? All right, first off, anime nerds, we're a specific breed of fucking nerd. We're the weird ones even among nerd culture. We don't really do outdoors. Most of us, when the pandemic hit, everybody was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And we're like, it's business as usual. So what the fuck makes you think we're going to risk COVID to go out and see this shit? I mean, no offense. I'm saying this to multiple theatrical releases that were announced for, that are still planned for 2020 releases. And it has nothing to do with Fate Stay Night specifically. But like, why the fuck would we risk this? November, I mean, come on, guys. Literally, the President of the United States caught COVID like a week ago. Why would you even act like this isn't still a thing? There's my rant. What are your thoughts and opinions, Calvin?
It's a stupid idea, and they're stupid for thinking about it.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it coming to like video on demand or anything like that, but trying to think that you're going to make any kind of fucking money putting it out in theaters in the US, are you fucking stupid?
People are like,
so they want to put it in AMC and Cinemark.
They're more like it doesn't seem like they realize that people are more than happy watching, like paying to watch a theatrical release in the comfort of their home. Like,
it's not like it was even going to be a big release nationwide anyway. It was going to be in select fucking theaters in specific fucking cities like anime shit always is. I live in rural fucking America. Ain't no way I'm seeing any of this shit in theaters. I don't live in those special places. The rest of us who don't live in New York City or LA or fucking Dallas, we're kind of screwed. So it means jack of all shit to us. In fact, as much as it hurts the anime industry, and I want to take a minute to like throw this out there, as much as it hurts the anime industry, these theatrical releases encourage piracy. Because a shit ton of people that live all over this country that want to see this, that can't see this because it's not released where they are, they're going to pirate this motherfucker. So what the fuck are you doing? What? Get over it. Theaters are a dying industry, especially now with COVID. I'm just sorry to say it, but and I'm not anti-theater real quick, guys. I'm not anti-movie theaters. But, like, at the same time, it's like, dude, TVs have gotten to a point where they're like, oh, it's better to see it on the big screen. It's better to see it on the big screen. Fucking is it, though? Because you've got 4K TVs, and I can get surround sound through my headphones now. Are you out of your fucking minds? Congratulations, morons. You get to lose more money. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Please leave your comments down below. Oh no, I saw the Lakers rallies, or at least I'm aware of them. That was fucking stupid too. Not to mention that there are people in the, and I don't want to get overly political. I'm keeping this about the COVID shit, okay? But like the hearings for the confirmation of the Supreme Court justice, one of the dudes that tested positive yesterday for fucking COVID, when he went through his opening introductions, every time he spoke, he took his mask off in a sealed room that they're in for hours. It doesn't matter if you socially distance 6 feet or something in a room that's closed off, that you're going to be in there for fucking hours. Are you goddamn kidding me? That's not how biology works. I live in Redneckville, and I'm smarter than this.
You know what? I'm too busy laughing to really give a shit because, like, this is what they want. They want this. They desire this. Like, they think they're too good for a virus that has killed 210,000 people. Plus, I don't even know what the number is at this point. They, like, 210,000 plus people are dead, and they're like, eh.
But they want to bitch about 9/11 so
right.
much because, 2,000 people died in 9/11. But, this is nothing. But 9/11, oh man, that was something. Dude, just because it was unexpected, and both are a tragedy. I'm not belittling 9/11. I'm just sitting here saying people blow one out of proportion, and the other, they try and brush it off. Fuck you. I hope that, dear God, if you do exist, please invent a disease that kills only the stupid people. And spread that shit worse than COVID. Maybe the planet can actually recover. Thank God that I'm still...
I feel like...
Again,
this makes me think of
the
a
geek
Facebook
shall
group
inherit
that
the
I'm
earth.
a part of.
The geek shall inherit the earth. That's where I'm at.
This makes me think of a Facebook group that
oh, Rick,
that
you know
I'm a
me
part
so
of
well.
Called, a Facebook group that I'm a part of called Noah Get the Boat.
No. I'm very well aware of Noah Get the Boat. Fucking hell. All right. So to think that you went from one set of bad news to another set of bad news, and yes, this is going to be me bitching more. Aniplex USA to release Your Lie in April Blu-ray disc box set on December 22nd. The reason why this is bad news is because Aniplex of America is fucking notorious for overcharging the shit out of their products. I'm talking about, guys, we talked about this before. Cells at Work. For 13 episodes of Cells at Work in a Blu-ray, they wanted $187. Almost $200. I guarantee it's going to be the same fucking thing for this. And then they're going to be like, yeah, but we threw in 13 collectible illustration cards and bonus content of audio commentary by the English cast and director with English bloopers, the English trailer, and the text-less openings and credits. Every fucking Blu-ray does that, and they don't charge what you charge. I fucking hate this bullshit. Aniplex can go die in a fucking fire. At least Aniplex USA and how they fucking title their stuff. I'm sure there's good people that are innocent of this that work for them, and I really, really hope that they abandon this dumpster fire as quickly as possible. I fucking hate you, Aniplex USA, and your overcharging, overpricing bullshit. You are another reason why people prefer piracy. Quit fucking up and stop hurting the anime industry. You fucking retards. Are they having to charge that much because barely anybody bought their shit before or something? Like, what the fuck?
Seems kind of counterproductive to
It really
do that
does. Yeah.
especially if people weren't buying their stuff before.
What? Yep. All right. So if you didn't see it, there was a New York Comic Con stuff happened. I didn't jump too much into it, but one of the things that happened is a thing that, well, let's be fair. It's one of the things Fel would really like to talk about. So we're just gonna.
Oh my god.
Okay, so there's Monster Hunter, and apparently they showed off one of the Dargans. And it is apparently hitting in December. Like,
so that
who
was a
fucking
really,
cares?
it's not a Rathalos. Let's
Okay, so like they're like, hey, it's coming out in December. Haha. Like anybody's gonna. Dude, how many people are gonna think it's safe to go outside in fucking December? Same goddamn argument. Whatever. Anyway, it's Monster Hunter, and apparently it was a greater Rathalos. I think some of the fans, and again, I think this is a thing that Fel should have been here for, but unfortunately he had to work because Fel's actually passionate about this, and I'm not. But they showed a greater Rathalos in the trailer, so I'm kind of curious to what you guys think about it. Like, if you play Monster Hunter, are you excited for this? Yes, no, maybe so. Just let us know that. I needed to emergency cast some people for LHA 11, and so I cast Char, and she just messaged me, "Thank you for giving me this honor," and I'm like, "It's not really an honor, dude. It's a background character with like a couple of lines. Let's not blow this out of proportion." Like, I think you're getting a little too into it there. Okay, so now this one makes a little bit more sense, so I can take a breath and be a bit happier about this, even though, again, I'm not going to be able to fucking see it because it's going to be released in theaters. But at least it's coming out at a much more decent time. And this info came out today. Funimation, Aniplex USA to release Demon Slayer film in North American theaters in early 2021. At least a little bit more. Like, can we wait until there's at least a vaccine? You know? Funimation and Aniplex of America announced at their New York Comic Con Metaverse panel that the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba series on Friday, they will screen Demon Slayer, the movie Infinite Train, in theaters in early 2021. The film is the upcoming sequel to the Demon Slayer TV series. Like, okay, guys, to be fair, I'm not as stoked about seeing this as I would be for something that I had no knowledge of. If I had not already finished the manga and read all the manga, which is great, by the way, I'd probably be a hell of a lot more stoked. But I do know what this story entails. I am going to eventually watch it on whatever streaming service it comes to. But again, I live in rural fucking America. I'm not driving an hour and a half to Nashville to pay some overpriced theater to watch this, especially because, funny enough, even though it's a big city, most of the time, anime movies don't come to fucking Nashville. So, again, if I don't live in 3 specific cities, I ain't gonna see this shit. Because anime is not as popular in theaters. Well, maybe the anime community shouldn't yell at the anime industry. They should yell at the theater industry, and then we might get a hell of a lot more anime theatrical releases. Just saying. Whew. But at least they're waiting till early 2021, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm just sick and tired. I'm just sick and tired of anime films coming out in theaters and I can't fucking see them. You'll rent a theater to yourself for it? Not in 2021, you won't. That shit'll be over by then. Either the theatrical chains will have gone under, or this shit won't have blown over so quickly. Oh, dude, I'm not expecting.
just
I'm not
squat-
expecting a return to quote unquote normal until summer of next year. Like, absolutely not. And there's a shit ton of stuff that's already going under because of permanent job loss. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Sorry that it's so much negative news, guys. Yep. All right, here we go. Last one. Nuke says that Regal is closing all of its theaters in the U.S. and the EU permanently. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
There is that.
Yeah, I heard about
right.
that.
Here we go. Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. Okay, Tokyo Pop announced on Friday at its New York Comic Con panel that it will release a graphic novel based on Resident Evil Infinite Darkness CG anime series. The manga-style graphic novel will release alongside the debut of the anime. According to Tokyo Pop, the graphic novel series will follow protagonists Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield in an adaptation of the CG anime. So that's kind of cool. I like that. This is kind of happy news for me because I like this. But Netflix confirmed on September 27th that it's working on a stream, that it will exclusively stream the series worldwide in 2021. So that, I'm really excited about that. Especially because this is happening in, like, movie canon universe, you know? Very happy. Very, very happy. Okay. Whew, that's it for all the hot takes. It's on to the actual news now. And first up, Calvin, you have the first story. Adult Swim.
Ah, okay. All right, let me
Technically,
bring
you
this up
have the
myself.
first two stories.
Okay. All right. Due to the current state of society, Adult Swim has pulled a handful of Aqua Teen Hunger Force and Boondocks episodes because they may be culturally sensitive. So for the episodes of Aqua Teen Hunger Force that have gone into the vault, it's the Shake Like Me episode and the Boston episode. In Shake Like Me, Shake is bitten by a black man who is, quote, irradiated by toxic waste. And
You know, so that good old normal humor, you know.
And in Boston, the Boston episode was basically an episode that made fun of an Aqua Teen Hunger Force guerrilla marketing attempt back in 2007 that ended up becoming an accidental terrorist incident, domestic terrorism incident. So for those who don't remember that, back in 2007, Adult Swim, the marketing team, whoever did the marketing for Adult Swim and Aqua Teen Hunger Force decided to make these like LED boards of Ignignok and and just like put it in random places, and they would just like blink and look kind of ominous, and people thought they were bombs.
God damn it.
So that's what the
2007.
Boston
What
episode.
simpler times.
So in the case of the Boondocks, there were 3 episodes that have been vaulted: the story of Jimmy Rebel, the Hunger Strike, and Pause. I don't remember the first 2, but Pause was basically a kind of like a societal basically making fun of society, more specifically black culture and homophobia within black society, and using the word pause to kind of deflect any sort of perceived talk that might be some inkling of gay. So like, yo, this hot dog's mad good. Pause. That's what that shit's all about. It's really stupid. there's a lot of things I can say about that, but I've been too pissed off for the last 36 hours to really want to talk about anything else. Overall, this is I'm kind of bummed out about this, especially seeing as how like these are two series that are going to HBO Max, HBO that fucking airs shit like Game of Thrones and all the violence and titties that you can ever ask for in a series.
Vag,
But
ass, dick just hanging out. It's just nasty. Is it wrong?
Oh,
Is it
that's
wrong
just
that I?
nasty.
No. I watched Luther, the anger translator from Obama's White House press thing, the press event.
Yeah.
And, oh
Yep,
my
yep,
god! Oh, she gonna get that money. Like it's so much worse now when he's like Khaleesi is coming to Westeros, and I'm like, no, she ain't. We ended up with the White Walkers instead.
So it's kind of disappointing that HBO Max of all services is vaulting these episodes. And I mean, I would expect. I mean, not even Adult Swim vaulted these episodes, and that's basic fucking cable, man.
By the way, somebody upset our Gentle Calvin crusade. There will be a crusade.
Yeah, I haven't been in a good mood for for the past day or so. I'm not gonna talk about it, but I wrote a poem about how I feel. That's how pissed off I was. I was so mad that I wrote poetry. And when
You know what that
you're so
reminds
mad
me
that
of?
you write poetry, that's like, you know, you done messed up.
Well, you know what that reminds me of the first Guardians of the Galaxy. You're making me kick grass. All right. So everybody grab your helmets. There is a crusade.
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 Yes, Reverend. A
Oh,
crusade.
oh, and in light of how our weekend went, really quickly, in light of how our weekend went, and the fact that we saw the Sector 7 plate just come falling down, I just want you to know, plate lives matter, dude. Plate lives matter. See, the thing is, I'm not making less of anything. I'm just trying to bring a little bit of humor to the whole situation. Plate lives matter, man.
Well done.
Shinra lives don't matter. I'm just saying, Shinra lives can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, fuck Shinra.
Fuck Shinra. They dropped a plate on innocent people. I love that, Arlen. Let me get home. I got swords. All right, moving on to the next topic. We'll be here forever. We keep going.
I appreciate the swords.
All right.
Okay, so next story. Both of these were. No wait, the previous story was from comicbook.com. This is from CBR.com.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's been a new addition to the cast of The Rock's DC film Black Adam, and the Hawkman has been casted, and the actor who is going to be playing him is Aldous Hodge. Now, Aldous Hodge is probably known for like various roles in Straight Outta Compton, Hidden Figures. I personally know him from the TNT show Leverage, which was a really awesome show about like hacking and basically like screwing people over for money, and I really enjoy
Good
shows like
times.
that.
Good times.
You know, good time.
Good time. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Good.
So like, hype has slowly been building for Black Adam ever since the DC fandom, and the teaser trailer from that film. So I mean, I'm one of those people that will watch anything that The Rock is in, for better or worse. I mean, I sat through the Scorpion King. Fuck. And I'm pretty certain that this will be
Bro, I sat through
Eon's.
Walking Tall.
I actually liked Walking Tall.
You know, you remember with Sean, whatever his name was,
Sean William Scott.
Sean William Scott. Dude, what happened to
Yeah.
that guy? He was so fucking funny.
Hey, he was great. Like he got a bit of a second chance in acting maybe a year or two ago when
okay.
he got cast in the Fox oh god, what was it? It was
Put that man in a Marvel
Fox's
movie.
Lethal Weapon. Fox's Lethal Weapon series. But that series was
Put that man in
I'm
a
not going to
Marvel
say it was hot garbage, but it wasn't great.
movie.
So that was a pretty bad vehicle for Sean William Scott to stage his comeback. But Sean William Scott is awesome. Like I really like everything that he was in was awesome.
Even Bulletproof Monk.
Well,
Oh man, I really like Chow Yun-Fat in that. He did a really good job.
agreed.
He tried.
Agreed.
Man. Boy, did he try. All right. For
All
such
right,
a
so that's
cast
what I
of
get for
great
that.
actors, it was such a dumpster fire. That's all I'm saying. All right. Okay. Guys, Resident Evil is getting a reboot, and I don't mean the CG series. Apparently, we're talking about a live-action reboot. So Resident Evil has long established itself, blah, 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 blah. Deadline reports that Constantine Film has signed on for a new Resident Evil adaptation that will offer viewers an official original story adaptation with faithful ties to the classic survival horror games. This time around, the story will be set in 1998 in Raccoon City, brought to life by an incredible cast, including Kaya Sodelario from Maze Runner and Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales, as Claire Redfield, Hannah John Kamen, Ant-Man as Jill Valentine, and Robbie Amell Upload as Chris Redfield. For anyone who needs a refresher, which is probably most of us after 6 movies, to be honest, you don't watch the movies. Go play the fucking video games, guys. Just go check out Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 1.
Okay.
Skip the movies.
Cool.
Aside from the first one, no offense, compared to they're good for what they are. You sit down, you eat popcorn, you turn off your brain. A zombie could watch it and be entertained. That's all I'm saying. However, the Resident Evil franchise deserves better than the hot garbage we got, minus the first film. And I have no issues with any of the actors that were in it, and I understand, got to get that paycheck. And you know what? It kind of was Fast and the Furious before Fast and the Furious was a thing. Like, it was that franchise before Fast. However, that does not excuse the fact that compared to the game, the movies are hot garbage. So I'm hopeful. I am tentatively hopeful about this new series because they're talking about like actually setting it in 1998 Raccoon City. They're talking about Ava Jogia, who was in Zombieland Double Tap, to play Leon Kennedy. They're talking about Tom Hopper from the Umbrella Academy to play Albert Wesker, Neil McDonough from Yellowstone to play as William Birkin. So they're talking about actual fucking characters and not trying to make Alice this ultimate badass or whatever. It's like, what makes Resident Evil so fucking cool is that everybody is vulnerable. You get the shit kicked out of you in any Resident Evil game. There is no such thing as walking through without a scrape. Like, unless you're one of those speedrunners that spent like fucking years learning every teeny little thing about the game. And at the same time, there's RNG shit that's involved that will make them take damage. And there are parts where they purposefully take damage in order to get a time save. So guys, no damage runs hardly a thing in Resident Evil. So it's actually more important for the franchise to not have somebody that's just overpowered as hell, because you want to feel like your characters are vulnerable. It's survival horror, not action. And let's face it, the reason we got the terrible Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 had a lot to do with the movies and how well they did. So if you're sitting there going, you don't like Resident Evil 5 because all it became was action, and then Resident Evil 6 was little bits of horror sprinkled on top of action, literally, you have the movies to blame for that, because they made bank off those movies. There's going to be a lot of me ranting.
Wait.
It's just how it is.
If the Resident Evil movies were, I'm trying to remember, were those the ones that starred Mila Jovovich?
Uh-huh. Mia Jovovich, or Jovovic, or however you say her name. Yeah.
I'm trying. I don't think I've ever seen any of them in their entirety.
I would say check out the first one, just because like the sound design in it is amazing, and you would be unbelievably surprised with who did the sound design for Resident Evil.
Oh.
Marilyn Manson.
That actually does not come as a surprise to me.
No, it will when you hear it and everything, and you're like, bro, this is so good. Like, he did a lot of the sound design in there. Like, it makes sense in hindsight, but like when you're checking it out, you're like, holy shit, Marilyn Manson did this? And
No,
it's
that
not,
dude has more talent than any of us really realize.
no,
Like,
it's not that. It's more like take a look at what year it came out. You'll be a bit more surprised by that. If you play Resident Evil with your brother who spends a stupid amount of time playing games, you could get it out of a decent few levels without a scratch. All right, here's the thing. I would suggest checking out the first movie and the commentary for it, because the whole thing, it was either Mia Jovovich or oh god, what's her name? The chick from Fast and the Furious. You want to talk about franchises?
Michelle Rodriguez?
Yeah, Michelle Rodriguez. She's in the first one. She's in the first Resident Evil.
Oh.
And their commentary together is great, because they're talking about the games and they're like, oh man, the games are so good. And I'm like, yeah, they really are. How did you sign on to this piece of shit? Like, and then I remembered paycheck. All right. So, moving on. Marilyn is good at some messed up soundtracks like Rob Zombie. Yeah, kind of in a way. Okay,
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg confirms she will make a Sister Act 3 happen.
Why?
Yeah, I'm kind of the opinion. Why? Especially this late. Like, if you were going to do it, it should have been years ago.
Yeah.
The nostalgia is not that
I mean,
strong, you know?
I mean, I loved Sister Act 1 and 2. Lauryn Hill was in Sister Act 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's what
that
saved Sister Act 2, let's be real.
Now, that was before she got big.
No, but that's what saves. Lauryn Hill still saved Sister Act 2.
True. She was a pretty significant character in Sister Act 2.
I mean, when I hear the two kids rapping in the end, like when I was younger, it was so cool. Now I listen to it and I'm like, oh fuck, this is so cringe.
Nah, that was awful.
Yeah, that was like, cause I was like 9 years old. I didn't know. I was like, oh cool, they're rapping. And now I go back and listen to it now that I've actually heard real rap and real hip hop. You know, cause I'd had white people rap, which was bad. To be fair, it's like Disney rap is what I'd heard. And then I got introduced, like, dude, the first thing I heard was from actual hip hop. I heard Hail Mary from Tupac. And then the next one I heard was Bow Down.
Ah.
Like the first actual hip hop I heard was Tupac. And then they were like, and I was like, fuck, can white people even rap? And dude was like, yeah, they can. Put on House of Pain. I was like, wait, what?
Yes. Yes. Yo, House of Pain was the real deal, man.
I got introduced to Biggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, House of Pain, like Run TMC, like a whole bunch of shit, dude. Like early shit too. And then, you know, I was in high school and M came out, and then we got Eminem, and that just kind of sealed it. But like, but going back to Sister Act 2, I don't actually think we need this, and I'm pretty sure I don't know how it is for everyone else. I'm just saying that for me specifically, the nostalgia's not strong enough to put my butt in a seat. It's just not.
Me either.
I don't need this. I mean, I'm able to enjoy the movies now for what they were. But I just don't see Sister Act having the impact to do anything with this. I'm sure it'll make my parents happy. They're all over that shit. But that market is slowly going away.
That said, though, I'd probably give it a chance. I mean, like I enjoyed the first two movies, and I love Whoopi Goldberg.
It's a wait and see.
I'd give it
it's
a
a wait
chance.
and see for me. It's a wait and see for me. I don't have as strong of opinion about Whoopi Goldberg now as I did back then, because I've unfortunately had the dissatisfaction of listening to her on The View talk about politics and shit, and that kind of ruined Whoopi Goldberg as an actor for me. Yeah, I learned really quick to not watch The View anymore.
Yeah, just don't.
That was
Just
a bad decision. Bad decision. Okay, so you ready to get into more? You ready to get into some more nerdy news?
Yes, please, and thank you.
Okay. I don't know if you saw this one, but the next two things we're covering are actual videos. Play them. Copyright be damned. Our channel, we do what we want. It's coming up soon. But our show, we're covering it in news. If you did not see, they actually sat down and broke apart the PS5, yo. This dude sat here and actually took apart the PS5 piece by piece.
Wait, is this an official video?
This is Sony. This is legit on the PlayStation channel.
Wow.
This is a guy at Sony officially taking apart the PS5 to show you what all it has there, and pointing out everything, how it can be put down. How they have this thing where you can stand it up on the way they normally have it standing up, or you can put it on its side. And then he starts taking it apart, showing the drive, like. So he gets all these different things to start taking it apart. He takes the fan apart, takes the casing off, like slowly, bit by bit. And my OCD is pleased with this shit too, because this dude's like not just willy-nilly setting everything down. Like, I'm just gonna let this play, dude. I'm gonna have to let it play in the background. And of course, guys, you're gonna need subtitles because it's in Japanese. Unless you speak Japanese, I kind of do. I don't know all the words, so subtitles are kind of necessary here. So yeah, he's taking out the disc plate, and it has 2 layers of insulators on it to reduce noise in the disc drive. That's kind of cool. A Wi-Fi 6 and a Bluetooth 5.1 antenna.
Dang.
Right? This is like, for tech people, I imagine this is a happy moment to just hear that this console has this kind of stuff. Okay.
It's like that meme. Oh yeah, I know exactly why I have this boner.
Let's look at the Ultra HD Blu-ray drive unit. Okay, he's taking that thing off, and he's showing it. The CPU has 8 cores and 16 threads and runs up to 3.5 gigahertz.
That's a really nice PCB that you put together for the CPU. Like that's nice and clean.
I love this. PS5, we're for enthusiasts. Xbox, we're for console peasants. You do realize that the specs on both of those consoles are practically identical. Also, here I am. I shat on these people all the time, and yet here I am becoming one. PC for people who actually give a shit.
Yeah.
All right, here's my argument. PS5, Xbox, Nintendo, PC. Fight over them all you want. I have all 4 systems. Fuck you. I like my choices. I want to play them all. I want to play all the games. Why do we have to care? Dude, I play fucking everything. Like, dude, it's as simple as this. There's a game for each system that makes me want to get that system.
Same. The only reason I don't have all of those systems is because of the
You weren't on
fanboys.
when Angel was giving away money for you to get those systems. That's basically why.
I probably wouldn't have played them anyway. Honestly, I'm really happy with my PC.
How dare you? You would play Breath of the Wild.
Very happy with my PC.
Yes, but you can't play Switch games on PC.
I'm not missing out on anything.
Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are.
Listen, I don't know that I am, so I'm not.
You're missing out on Breath of the Wild. You absolutely are.
I didn't grow up on Zelda, so I don't know what I'm missing.
Okay, we need to have an intervention. Let's stop the show right here. All right. So the GPU is...
All right, folks. We're switching to Crusade.
Change direction, everybody. We're aiming the Crusade at Calvin. The GPU is driven at up to 2.23 gigahertz and delivers 10.3 teraflops. The GPU is AMD Radeon and RDNA 2-based graphics engine. For its memory, they have installed 8 GDDR6 that delivers a maximum bandwidth of 448 gigabits per second.
GDDR6?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, GDDR6 is out?
On PS5, apparently it is.
I am way behind the curve here. Jeez.
So system memory is GDDR6 with 16 gigabits. I need
16 gigs of GDDR6 RAM. Holy balls.
With custom, look at this. There's a custom SSD controller that read speeds are as fast as 5.5 gigabits per second at raw data transfer rates. This is the reason why loading screens are going away on PC or on console now. And yes, you can upgrade your PC to be better. You can upgrade your PC to all of this shit that they're talking about. So while everybody is like, oh my God, PS5, so good. It's like, you can actually put you could take out shit from your PC, add this shit to it, and put it in, and plug it in, and you're good. So it significantly reduces load time for games. The PS5's SoC is a small die running at a very high clock rate. So at this point, we should just go ahead and play the Bow Wow music, because this is basically porn hour for Calvin. Various conceivable tests. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. They've spent 2 years preparing the adoption of this liquid metal cooling mechanism, by the way. There is a liquid metal cooling mechanism. PS5 utilizes liquid metal as the TIM to ensure long-term, stable, high cooling performance. They also have big-ass fans in this bitch, too.
So they got liquid metal instead of thermal paste.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I wonder what the liquid metal is made of.
T1000 bits. Have you not been paying attention? It's made of T1000s. Oh, so this is the PS5's heat sink. The like PS3 and PS4, it uses a heat pipe. However, the shape and airflow have made it possible to achieve the same performance as a vapor chamber.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Okay, I have no idea what any of this means, but I'm talking nerdy to him, and he's happy. So apparently Sony's doing a good job, because if I talk nerdy to Calvin and he's happy about it, then we've done a thing. I just hear Calvin in the background talk nerdy to me.
I mean, you're not wrong.
All right. All right.
Very, very good heat dissipation. Like that's especially good. Like seeing as how compact they were.
Oh,
actually able to
motherfucker,
make
Fell is
that. Like,
on. Get his ass in here. It said he's playing Monster Hunter. Why the fuck are you playing Monster? All right. Distract them with tech talk. I'm gonna call Fell and yell at him.
All right, so yeah, I was kind of, I'm actually always really impressed with how consoles are able to, like, skirt around like heating issues, like heating and ventilation issues with these like incredibly compact form factors. Like probably another 2 or 3 years from now, we're gonna have an even smaller PS5. Oh, Ricky, you got work in the morning? All right. Have a good night, man. Take it easy.
I'm just now calling him. Of course, it could be his brother logged on or something. But I'm just checking.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like 7 p.m. there. I mean, we've only been going for an hour.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of curious of what the PS5 Slim is gonna look like 2 or 3 years from now.
Yeah, same. I mean, again, I'm also going to be that guy that sits there and says, no matter how cool everything looks right now when they're disassembling and everything, I'm like, yeah, that's all nice and well and great and all that. But there's major problems with some of the Sony shit to begin with that I have issues with, especially with regarding streaming. And it's like, come on, man, get your shit together. You're supposed to be built like a computer, act like it. And also there's just the simple fact that I'm not a fan of Sony right now for how much they're blocking crossplay on a lot of the games that really do need to have crossplay that greatly would benefit from it. Like there's a lot of stuff that Sony does that I'm not a fan of, but also just any new console in general, I'm not going to grab for at least 6 months after launch, because there's going to be bugs. There's going to be stuff that needs to be fixed. There's going to, like, usually by the second or third production phase of a new console coming out, usually around the third production release, they've physically gone in and fixed all the hardware problems, and they've put in enough updates and patches for software problems. So it's a lot of that I'm just making sure that I avoid all of that. Also, Calvin, you and I have already had this talk because it was something that I checked out. The Christmas present I'm trying to get for myself this year isn't a console. I'm trying to get myself an actual TV that's not older than most of our viewers. I'm pretty sure the TV that I have right now is either 2002 or 2004. It's old. I mean, the fact that this motherfucker has HDMI hookups isn't impressive anymore. You know,
Hey.
I got this used in 2011, and it was like $50. But I can find a decent 4K TV on Amazon for like $200. So it's like it's whatevs, you know.
Yeah.
I might ask my
You're not
parents
breaking
to
a
help
bank
me
with
out.
a new TV.
Yeah. I might ask my parents to help me out with it. Like, hey, could you send like X amount over so I can get this TV? And then, that'd be that. I might need help with like gas driving down to see my parents if that's what we're doing. But aside from that, yeah, man. That's essentially the thing that I'm looking at. trying to get myself for Christmas just a better TV so I can actually experience. I've never experienced 4K. I have no idea what it is. Everybody's like, "Oh man, 4K, 4K," and I'm like, and I'm just sitting here, 4K. Everybody's saying 4K. I'm saying 4K. All right, moving on. So we got a new trailer for Age of Calamity, and it shows young Robbie and young what's her name, the chick that upgrades your runes and stuff. Oh, there she is, Chucky. So it's kind of some neat lore back there. You get to see them back in the day. One when one was younger, and the other when she had not taken a de-aging pill and turned herself into a flaming 9-year-old. So yeah, it's just kind of cool, more lore history that I wanted to be like, oh my god, guys, have you checked this out? And that's basically all it was. I just wanted a chance to be like, oh my god, guys, look at him, that's so pretty. Yeah, that was basically it. That was my whole thing. That was a quick story, quickest one we've had. Okay, guys, Insomniac game developers received death threats because of the Spider-Man remastered, where they make it look like a dollar store version of Tom Holland. Don't send death threats. This seems like a really simple thing that everybody should know. It's common fucking sense, but don't send death threats. Don't be a cunt.
Don't be that person.
Don't be that guy. For the love of God, do not be that guy. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. The people that did send them are cunts. And that's how we're going to treat that from now on. Yeah. I think our thoughts were pretty much in sync on this one, Calvin. Like,
yeah,
sending death threats to the developers, that's a real Dave move.
Yeah, no, that's worse than the Dave move.
Yeah, you are right. Okay, so really quickly, if you didn't notice, guys, if you play Destiny 2, there was a new update. There was a new trailer that updated a bunch of new gear for this, and it looks pretty cool. They showed off a bunch of new exotics and stuff. We're going to let this play in the background. One creates a new little buddy while you're firing that does stasis damage, cloud strike, lightning precision hits. So when you get precision kills with it, lightning. The Lament is a new a new sword that is as big as, you're gonna love this, Calvin. It is as big as the current sword that we're using, the Falling Guillotine. Only this motherfucker has a saw blade on it. Like a chainsaw blade running on both sides. It looks ridiculous, and I am here for it. The Icefall Mantle replaces Barricade with Overshield. Okay. So now you get an Overshield to run around and shoot stuff with. Mask of Barkus is a new hunter mask that looks kind of a little bit more like a Destiny version of Scarecrow from Batman, only kind of more twisted, but it replaces shift with dodge, or shift replaces dodge. So now
it's giving me some Borderlands vibes.
Yeah, you kind of blink out of existence a little bit. Then you get Athris's Embrace, superior weighted knife. This is also for the hunter. So let's go ahead and roll that beautiful footage. Bounces off walls to hit your target. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's go!
What?
Right?
Whoa. Okay. Sorry. I gotta step away for a second. Holy crap.
You gotta change your shorts.
Holy shit. Wow.
And it's not just hunters that are getting upgrades. You ready to see what's happening with Warlock? Dawn Chorus, improved burns and daybreak damage. So, while this first one may not seem that great, the burn damage is increased, and you've got some AoE on there too. Now, this one I want. Necrotic Grip. Melee spreads poison. So you can now deal poison damage with your melee as a warlock. Now, we move on to the Titans. Precious Scars. Revive creates a shielding aura. Check this shit out. The shielding aura actually spreads to your teammates. So now Titans have a fucking support, finally! Salvation's Grip. Launch stasis projectiles. This is a weapon. Upgrade your arsenal. Blah, 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 blah. But these are showing off a bunch of the exotics. Okay, new catalyst. Portal fires faster. And exotic ornament frozen in time. Exotic sparrow, any other sky. So these are all new things coming. And of course, guys, I am happy to say it's less than a month away. The current Halloween build of stuff is kind of a travesty. I love how the armor looks and everything, but the fact that you have to pay for it instead of earning it, or if you don't have 6,000 bright dust to just drop, it's kind of annoying. And there's been a lot of stuff that people have complained, rightly so, about the current Festival of the Lost, and how the changes did not actually make it better. It kind of made it worse, but that's another story to get into, and plenty of other people have already covered it. So I would suggest checking those channels out. If you watch Rick Kakis or Mesa Sean or any of those people, I would highly encourage you to go check their channels out to find out what the fuck I'm talking about and why. But oh my god, these exotics look awesome. I'm looking forward to playing Destiny again. I just really, really am, dude. Especially with my boy Calvin, because we have a lot of fun being stupid.
Boy, do we.
All right. Ready to jump into the next story?
Yep, let's do it. But I sent you a thing privately.
Oh dear. Okay. Spider-Man 3 adds Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange.
I heard about that.
The implications for this are amazing. Like, because of Doctor Strange, could we in fact be getting a fucking Spider-Man? Spider-Verse? A live-action Spider-Verse? Because I want this. I want this more than I can say. God damn it, Calvin. I just saw that. I love that Rabbit just said seedless for life. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, and guys, this was confirmed by multiple outlets, including the Hollywood Reporter, which is a pretty reputable source, guys. So, the upcoming Spider-Man star Tom Holland will be getting a little stranger, which is to say Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange will be joining the cast of Spider-Man 3 in what's described as a mentor role for Holland's Spider-Man, which, bro, if you have to hide from everybody because they suddenly know your secret identity, Stephen Strange isn't exactly a bad idea of people to just hide with. Like, how you gonna catch Spidey when he's being protected by Doctor Strange? The Hollywood Reporter says that the Sorcerer Supreme will join the next Spider-Man movie starring Tom Holland in a mentor role similar to the roles Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man and Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury played in the first and second Spider-Man movie, respectively. Doctor Strange and Spider-Man interacted previously at Avengers Infinity War, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it was already making shocking news with the cast announcements that Jamie Foxx confirmed he is returning as the villain Electro. So just adding more fuel to this. On top of that, the director for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is Sam Raimi. So, like, please tell me we're getting a fucking Spider-Verse live action. We need a live action Spider-Verse before we get a fucking Sinister Six movie, guys. We really do. And please, for the love of God, if we're getting a Spider-Verse, let us get a live action, not just multiple Spideys, but we need a good live action Miles and Gwen. We just do. And I mean, if she wants to come back as Gwen Stacy, I'm not against having what's her name back as Gwen Stacy for the live action. I'd love to see her be Spider Gwen. I can't remember her name right now, but the actress that played Gwen Stacy in The Amazing Spider-Man. You know who I'm talking about. I don't think she did a bad job.
Tip of my tongue.
Right?
I can see her face.
Yeah, same.
Zendaya.
No, that's
wait.
MJ.
Oh wait, that was MJ.
No, the one that played with Andrew Garfield in The Amazing Spider-Mans. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm down with this. This is unbelievably positive news, as far as I'm concerned. Alrighty. On to Nuke's news, because he sent me this. GameStop and Microsoft announced new strategic partnership. This is my first time checking this out, so here we go. GameStop and Microsoft have announced a new multi-year partnership between the two companies. As a result of the partnership, GameStop locations will modernize their current equipment with additions such as Microsoft Surface tablets and Dynamic 365 in order to better serve customers quickly and efficiently. GameStop will also be a provider of Xbox All Access, allowing new Xbox users to come into store locations and pick up the system with no money down. Wait, what? GameStop will share in lifetime revenue with customers that purchase Xbox All Access from these locations. In a press release, Xbox Phil Spencer discussed the new partnership. For many years, GameStop has been a strong go-to market partner for our gaming products, and we are excited about continuing and evolving that relationship with the launch of Xbox Series X, said Spencer. GameStop's extensive store base focus on digital transformation in an omni-channel environment, and expert gamer associates remain an important part of our gaming ecosystem, and we're pleased to elevate our partnership. This is all jargon as far as I'm concerned. Get back to actual details. GameStop has faced a number of struggles over the last year, so this partnership could prove quite a bit. Yeah, no shit. This makes sense, as Microsoft will need to give consumers a way of purchasing the physical console. However, it also shows that Microsoft still sees the viability in the physical release model, and a stronger GameStop could help nicely with the backwards compatibility push for Xbox Series X. It's clear that Microsoft is looking for a lot of ways to expand the Xbox audience with this console generation. Analysts are already projecting massive sales for Sony and the PS5, but it's clear that Microsoft is less interested in competing on the same terms. Instead, the company seems far more interested in giving gamers new ways to experience everything the Xbox brand has to offer. Which, by the way, guys, if you did not know, I think it was toward the end of last month, Destiny hit on Xbox Game Pass. And when I say Xbox Game Pass, I mean Forsaken was free. Like, base game, Forsaken, and I think possibly even, just Destiny, all of Destiny was free with Xbox Game Pass. So you got all of Destiny. Just all of Destiny 2. Yes, sir. That's how it was.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this, because this kind of feels like what Comcast did when they bought NBC. Like
in a way, yeah.
Yeah.
It could help GameStop in a way that few in the gaming industry would have expected. I mean, to be fair, GameStop was kind of dying off in a way. Like, it wasn't doing as good. It was hurting. GameStop was hurting. And I don't understand necessarily how this is a good thing for Microsoft. I see how it's a good thing for GameStop, but I also kind of want to just check in with Lennon and see what she thinks about this, because she's a fucking GameStop employee.
Okay, but like my gut feeling is telling me this helps Microsoft in terms of having brick and mortar stores already in place. Because I mean, you got Microsoft stores scattered all across the country, but
GameStop is kind of
honestly, who gives a
everywhere.
shit about about the Microsoft store? I
Yeah,
sure don't.
nobody really
I've been there a
does.
few times. They're cool, but I don't care.
I
People know what
still
GameStop
need
is.
to go to an
So,
IKEA, and I swear to God, Calvin, you need to come with me so we can just live stream this shit. I've never been to an IKEA.
oh, oh my God, you're gonna have such a good time there, man. I swear to you, yes.
Is it like adult Toys R Us?
It kind of is, but there's
I'm
no
down.
well.
I'm down. We gotta go to an IKEA store sometime together. I gotta look it up. Is there an IKEA store in Nashville? Fucking, let's find out. Is there an IKEA store in Nashville? Huh. Planned Antioch store opening is dead. Oh, no, hold on. Does IKEA? No, not shipped to Nashville. Oh, it pulled out of Nashville. Shit.
Oh, dang.
Okay. Choose your location. Dude, the closest IKEA is in Memphis. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oof.
Actually, no, the closest one would be Atlanta. I'd have to go to Atlanta to check out an IKEA.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Really?
Because Atlanta's closer to me than Memphis. You got to realize, I got to drive an hour and a half up to Nashville and then 3 hours over to Memphis. So you're talking about 4.5 hours to Memphis.
Yikes.
It's practically the same driving distance to Atlanta. Because it's an hour and a half to Chattanooga. No, it could be a bit closer. And it's like 2 hours from Chattanooga to Atlanta, because Chattanooga is basically on the border of Tennessee and Georgia. All right. Oh, goodness. All right. I got to run to the restroom real quick. Let's just keep chatting about the Microsoft thing.
Okay. I'm kind of curious as to what you guys think about this whole situation here. Like I said earlier, it kind of sounds like a similar reason why Comcast bought NBC. Comcast was basically a service distributor, and NBC was a content provider, and so it made perfect sense to them to have both under the same roof. In this case, Microsoft is providing the content. They just need a distributor, and GameStop, GameStop, even though it's kind of in a shithole right now, is the ideal distributor for all of their wares, and so it actually makes perfect sense to me. Like, I'm just kind of curious as to what all the implications behind this is going to be. Like, will GameStop be offering exclusively Microsoft products, or will GameStop continue to offer games for other consoles and provide and offer other consoles? Yeah, there's a lot behind this. It's very, very interesting stuff. Microsoft has been making quite a few moves. I don't think we ever got to talk about Microsoft's acquisition of Bethesda,
Hey,
but
I'm back, but I'm calling Phil.
oh,
You would
all
call
right.
me right when I'm going to the bathroom.
Hey, Richie. Oh, he's on the phone. Yeah, I don't think we ever got to talk about Microsoft and Bethesda, because that was a big effing deal right there. I think we were going to, but then we forgot. I love funny AMV the second. I don't expect GameStop to limit themselves to Microsoft, but preferential treatment and financing on Xbox products, I can see that.
Also,
Okay,
Microsoft's apparently going to foot the bill for some things. There's not enough information as to what this means right now. For It's just kind of like, oh, neat. That's an interesting thing. There's not enough details right now as to what that's going to mean for physical locations and shit. The wording of some of this shit made it seem like you could just go and get an Xbox and just buy the digital stuff. Like, hey, here's an Xbox. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think that's real. I think somebody typed up some wrong shit there. So we'll have to see. It's again, I think this is kind of a wait and see thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I was just talking about like Microsoft making big moves, and like as of late, and I don't think we ever talked about the whole Bethesda deal.
We kind of did. We talked about the deal with Bethesda as part of it, but yeah,
Okay.
we chatted about it. I don't know if you were there for it, but Fel and I did, and it went a long time.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't there for that. I was
You may not have, but yeah, we definitely talked about it. Okay. On to our next
next
topic.
week. I got a thing that I need to talk about Microsoft with for next week.
Make sure you go ahead and put that in the
gotta make
links
sure and
as
post
soon as
that.
the show's over. Yep.
Okay, definitely.
Hasbro president and COO John Frascati is retiring in March of 2021. Hasbro announced last Wednesday that the company's president and chief operating officer John Frascati will retire from his current position when his contract expires on March 31st. Following his retirement, he will remain employed as a special advisor to the chief executive officer, CEO, Brian Goldner, until April 1st, 2022. Frascati joined Hasbro in 2008 as marketing chief, CMO, became president of Hasbro in 2014, and then became president of Hasbro Brands in 2014 and president of Hasbro in 2017. The company also named him COO and added him to the board of directors in 2018. He will serve out the remainder of his current term as a member of the Hasbro board of directors, but he will not stand for election at the May 2021 annual meeting. Paramount and Animation and Hasbro's E1 Studio are producing an anime film prequel to the Transformers franchise with Toy Story 4 director Josh Cooley as the film's director. Okay, that's the most interesting piece of news here was the Transformers franchise thing. But Hasbro Studios rebranded under the name AllSpark in March 2019. Are you fucking kidding me? Whatever. Hasbro acquired Power Rangers and several other brands from Saban Properties in 2018. Yeah, I knew about that. I just saw Hasbro and I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of interesting news because I don't normally hear about Hasbro. So I'm not sure if this is really going to have any impact. It's just kind of like, it was some interesting news I saw and I thought it would be more than this, and it turns out it wasn't. I'm kind of meh on this. I don't really have much of an opinion. If you get like Hasbro toys or you collect Hasbro stuff, you might have more thoughts on this, but I don't specifically. I think this is more towards a specific market of people that will be interested in this, and I just don't see myself as part of that demographic. So I think I jumped a little too quickly at the word Hasbro. My bad, guys. The last piece of news, though, is something that it kind of excites me and I am excited for. Yen Press licenses Durarara and SH novels, Bofuri novels, and manga and more. Yen Press announced on Sunday during its panel at New York Comic Con that it has licensed 7 new manga and 4 new novels. The works are all slated to debut in March or April of 2021. So, Durarara SH, those novels, Hana-chan and the Shape of the World, Please Put Them On, Takamine-san, her undressed, however, he's forced to become her walk-in closet as she changes underwear throughout the day. It's the Kita. Oh my god. Okay. In Another World with My Smartphone. Oh my god, that's an actual... Yeah, of course it's a light novel. Yokohama Station SF. Can't Stop Cursing You. Sex Education 120%. Okay. Hasare Skill, the guild member with a worthless skill, is actually a legendary assassin. Okay. Love of Kill. Fucking Bofuri. And that's it. I clearly I have a bias when it comes to Bofuri. And Rick, fuck you very much.
For good reasons.
Smartphone is not bad. Yeah, I've declared that smartphone is basically what happens if Kazuma had died and not gotten to Aqua, had actually gotten a guide that actually worked. Smartphone is kind of the opposite of that. It's OP as fuck. And if you don't like OP stuff, then you're not going to like smartphone. But
Hey, Richie, is this the last story?
this is, in fact, the last story, yeah.
All right, cool. Because I got to run.
Yeah,
My apologies,
we're going
but
to
I
head
gotta
out. We're going to head out
I got to
pretty
run.
soon.
So I will say goodbye to everybody right now. Thank you for tuning in and listening to me ramble. I don't ramble often, so this
Oh,
is nice
shit.
for once.
Oh, shit, this is actually important. Yoshimi says Hasbro owns Wizard of the Coast, so they own D&D.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
But I don't think that that's going to change pricing or anything, though. But yeah, guys, that was our last story. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Before we go, though, I've got one thing to show you guys. That is kind of a special treat. I'm going to show this to you guys right now. Just so you know that things are being worked on, and Calvin hasn't seen this either. So here we go, guys. Boom. The intro for Slime 6. I can't play it because copyright on YouTube. I just can't. We'll get in trouble. But I want you to know that this is the special Slime 5 part. And everybody should know what the intro for Slime 5 is at this point. Like, they should know what the song is. But there you go. You got a little sneak peek. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. And if I'm already working on the intro, that means that the episode is well underway. Calvin and I will be jumping on that very, very soon on the audio side. And hope you're looking forward to what's coming. We'll see you next time where we talk about more anime and stuff. Have a good night, everybody.